Yep. Contrary to what this video title says, like, should you get vaccinated for COVID-19 or what are your views on getting vaccinated? This is actually a video on how to lose 10 pounds in 4 days. Pretty much all you have to do is get yourself some coronavirus and some pneumonia and lay in the bed and almost die. It works pretty good. Like, you don't want to eat, you'll have quite a bit of fever, you'll be sweating a lot, you won't want to move, you can barely breathe. Worked pretty good for me. Just go to www.claynelson@koved.com. Now really, this video is about, you know, what happened with me. I mean, I got the COVID, you know, what can I say? I got the coronavirus. Here's the thing, I've always worn my mask whenever I go out in public. I don't get up close to people. Whenever I get back in my truck, I have hand sanitizer. I'm just super careful. Like, I don't go around a whole bunch of big crowds and big groups of people, and like, if you've been sick, I'm not going to be around you. If I've been sick, then I'm not going to come around you either, that type of thing. I was just really careful. And at this point, it all comes back to the vaccination. Like, how do you feel about the vaccination? I'll tell you how I felt about the vaccination. I can't talk very clearly because today is like the first day that I feel pretty good, and I still get winded really easily, and my appetite's not all there, and I'm still down 10 pounds. I got a pretty good set of abs there. I'm gonna try to the thing about the vaccination is I never really had a political view on it. I wasn't dead set against it. I just wasn't really in a hurry to get it. It wasn't a priority for me, and the reason it wasn't a priority for me is because of all those things, all the precautionary measures I took. You know, I was really good with my hand sanitizer and my mask and all that fun stuff, and just like not being around big groups of people. I just didn't feel like I needed it. You know, I'm 35 years old. If I did get coronavirus, I'd go through it just fine. I would be, I don't know, it wouldn't hurt me that bad, and it wouldn't be that big of an issue. Therefore, the vaccination just didn't really seem like something I should do. But I tell you what changed my mind is being in bed, not really being able to breathe that well. And mind you, this is like probably 5 or 6 days of that. You know, the first week or so was not too terrible. And the way I think I got the virus is the boys were going to these summer camps, and I'm pretty sure they got it there and brought it back home to us, because one of the boys got sick first, and then I got sick, and then it just all kind of spiraled out of control from there. Everybody in the house got it, but for some reason it just hit me the worst. Well, and I should talk about like the things that helped me whenever I was here at home sick. You know, you got like your Tylenol, your Mucinex, your vitamins, vitamin D, all that crap that you see all over the internet. I guess that stuff helps. I don't know, but like whenever I first got the virus, that's what I took. And then whenever things progressed and I started not being able to breathe, I took albuterol, like the inhaler, not the inhaler, the what do you call it? Like the breathing treatment stuff, and that did help some. But eventually what I had to do is go back to the doctor and say, hey, I can't breathe. And this is probably 5 or 6 days into it, and they're like, okay, well, let's do an x-ray and make sure you don't have pneumonia. And then that's what they did, and then they figured out that I had pneumonia. Now when you first get the virus, they're not going to give you like your antibiotic shot, they're not going to give you like your steroid shot, but at this point I think I was far enough along in the virus that they said, okay, cool, we're going to give you your antibiotic and steroid and all that good stuff. And that was what really made things turn around for my breathing. Pretty much immediately whenever I got the steroid shot, within a few hours I was starting to be able to breathe better, and it was sort of like they were treating the pneumonia instead of the COVID, which I think that's really the biggest thing there. Whenever they said, okay, well, it's not really the COVID that we're dealing with now, it's the pneumonia, so let's work on that. And when they did that, things turned around for me. Anyway, back to the other part of the vlog. So this is July 30th, 2021, and I think pretty much this is the second wave of the virus, and if I could tell anybody anything, is probably to go ahead and get vaccinated, man. Go ahead and get that out of the way. You know, a lot of people say that when you get vaccinated, the government puts this microchip in you, and then, or maybe like there's this thing, you can put a magnet on your skin. I don't know about any of that crap, but I do know that laying in bed, and then when you take a deep breath like this, it hurts. It still hurts. And like I was coughing so much that like I think that might have actually given me a pretty good ab workout, because my stomach is super sore, and then by the end of all this, you can barely cough, because your stomach hurts so bad, and then you cough so bad that you almost throw up. But even if you did throw up, you wouldn't have anything in your stomach because you can't eat anything and you can barely drink anything. It was really bad for me. I know the actual virus was probably bad, but it was probably more of the pneumonia that made it worse. And I think that's what really hindered my breathing. And you know, the fever sucked, and you know, and sweating and chills and not being able to sleep and the headaches, your eyeballs hurt, your skin hurts, all that really does suck. But when you can't breathe, man, that's when it gets really bad. That's when reality sets in. And I come full circle to say this: if you haven't already had your vaccination, man, I will do it. And the other thing people say is the vaccination doesn't work. And the thing is like it's got a 90 or 95% chance that you will not get the virus, but there's still that 5 or 10% chance that you will get the virus. And it's kind of like wearing a seatbelt. I mean, if you get in a car accident and you're wearing your seatbelt, you just increase your likelihood of surviving the crash. It's not like a fail-safe thing. There's nothing fail-safe in life. But you know what? If there's anything you can do to avoid getting this virus, dude, I would do it. Anyway, that's all this video was about. And I do want to show you guys my washboard abs. Look at that right there. I'm starting to sweat there. Yeah. So, coming out of this virus, I think we're going to be going to the beach next weekend. So I'm going to try to eat some chicken breast and drink plenty of Powerade now that I can actually eat and drink and try to have this rock hard body. Ow. Anyway, stay safe out there. Don't breathe on nobody. Get your vaccination. And okay. All right.